Welcome to the database application for vital events system, also known as D.A.V.E. For this portion of the training, we will be reviewing several key features that you will use in the system. First is a home screen. This is where you will enter your username and password. Your password will change every 90 days. Please ensure you log in at least once every 3 months to keep from being locked out. You always have the option of using the Forgot Your Password link at the bottom of the blue box. After you click Login, if you work at more than one office, you will need to pick the office that you will be working on records for. The next screen that appears is the main screen, or home page. We will break this screen into 3 sections. First is the bold blue line across the top. Here you will find the name of the office you are logged in under, your username, and the logout button. Second is the light blue section. Here is where you will find your drop-down menus, such as Main, Life Events, Queues, and Help. We will review these in greater detail later. This section is also where you will find our help desk number. The third section is titled Fast Links. This area will start with only 2 options as seen. Each of these options are from one of the drop-down menus. As you utilize the system, D.A.V.E. will calculate which options are used most often and add them to the Fast Links sections. This concludes the overview of D.A.V.E. In the next section, we will review each drop-down, then we will create a record. Now, we will review the various drop-downs that had been mentioned previously. To open a drop-down, you will need to hover over the title. We will begin with Main. Every user will have this drop-down. Main will open into several options including Home, which will return you to the home screen. This is the current screen we are viewing. Change Office, which allows a user to change the office location they are working on records for. Change Password, which will allow users to change their password. Messages. This is where the user will receive messages regarding specific records and also where the user can send messages to other users. Current Activities will show items in queues that require action be taken. And Logout. This is where a user can log out of the system. The next drop-down is Life Events. This drop-down contains the fetal death option. When working on a record, you will choose fetal death to start or locate a record. We will review this in greater detail later. Queues is the third drop-down available to the user. The drop-down is where you will find your registration queue, which allows you to review records requiring action be taken. You will also find Amendment queue. This is where a user can look over records in the amendment process. The Help drop-down will house the Show Tooltips option, which will get updated as the system is used. Now, we will move on to creating a record.
To begin a new fetal death record, go to the Life Events drop-down, Fetal Death, and then Start Edit New Case. Click on Start Edit New Case. This will open up the Fetal Death Start Edit New Case page. Enter all information in the fields outlined in red. Grams, obstetric estimate of gestation, fetus last name, date of delivery, and sex. These are required. To remove all information entered, use the Clear button. Once all required information has been entered, click on the Search button. This will take you to the Fetal Death Search Results screen. The system will notify you if any duplicates have been found. Use the New Search option to return to the previous page if necessary. Click on Start New Case to create the new record. The first screen you will see is the fetus page. Input all information on the fetus page. On this screen, you will see the question, Funeral Home County Information Available for Disposition. Select Yes if the disposition of the remains will be completed by a funeral home or the county. Click Next when complete with the page. You will then input all information on the Mother page, including Mother's current legal name, and, if applicable, her maiden name, date of birth, and birthplace. You will then click Next when complete. Now you will input all information on the Mother address page, including if the mother resides in an Arizona tribal community. Once all information is input and complete, click Next. Now you will be on the Mother Attributes page. This page includes information on the mother's education, Hispanic origin, and race. On this page, if you choose an option that has Other or Specify, fields will open to allow you to input the information. Once you are complete, you will hit Next. Now you will need to answer all drop-downs on the marital status page. This page will determine if the father's information will be collected. Please provide what the mother has provided on the fetal death worksheet. After you have answered the drop-downs, click Save. If the father information pages appear, they must be completed. On the father page, input the father's name, date of birth, and birthplace. For the father attributes page, input the father's education, Hispanic origin, and race. You will click Next when complete. The next page is the disposition page. This page will be filled out by the funeral home that will be responsible for the final disposition of the fetal remains. If no funeral home is involved, the county will complete this page. Let's move on to the Medical Information submenu. Click Next. This will take you to the Mother Health page. Complete the questions regarding health, including height, weight, and tobacco use during pregnancy. Once you have completed all of the questions, click Next. Next, fill out the place of delivery page. Select the type of place of delivery from the drop-down. Information should be auto-filled with your facility. If not, you'll need to search for the facility using the free text option or the eraser icon. Once the place of delivery page is complete, click Next. Input all information on the prenatal page, including prenatal care, previous live births, and other pregnancy outcomes. Click Next when complete. Next, check off all items applicable on the Pregnancy Factors page, risk factors for this pregnancy, and infections present and/or treated during the pregnancy. Click Next when complete. You will need to answer all questions on the delivery page. This includes method of delivery, questions, maternal morbidity, and characteristics of labor and delivery. Click Next when complete. Input all information on the fetal attributes page, including selecting any congenital anomalies. Once all information is chosen, click Next. On the causes and conditions contributing to fetal death page, input all information necessary. This includes an initiating cause or condition on the left side, and, if any other significant causes or conditions, on the right side. Click Next when complete. Complete the reporter page. This page should autofill with the person who is named in completing the report. If it does not autofill, type in your information. Click Next when complete. On the Attendant Certifier page, the attendant should be the medical certifier, also known as the doctor who attended the delivery. The certifier is the person who will submit this fetal death record. This will be the fetal death supervisor, also known as the birth recorder's supervisor. Click Save when complete. Then click the Validate Page button. Clicking on Validate Page will review all pages of the record and list any errors found on each page. As a fetal death specialist and supervisor, you are responsible for ensuring that all pages you have entered pass validations. Once all validations are corrected and pass, click on the Certify page. On the Certify page, you will check off the affirmation statement and click on the Certify link. The affirmation statement: on the basis of examination, in my opinion, the death occurred due to the causes or conditions stated. You will click the check mark and select Certify. Now that you have signed your portion, you will then need to transfer the record to the funeral home. In the Other Links section, you will have the Transfer Case option. This will allow you to transfer personal ownership. When transferring personal ownership, you will need to check the box next to the field. Using the magnifying glass, you will search for the funeral home you would like to transfer personal ownership to. On the message box, you can add any information that you would like for the funeral home to review. After you have selected a funeral home and clicked Save, the information will be transferred. Repeat. After you have selected a funeral home and click Save, the information will be transferred. You will be taken out of the record, and you are now complete with your portion.